AI doesn't work the way most people think it does. That's why it often feels like a black box, mysterious, unpredictable, sometimes impressive, sometimes completely wrong. When we don't understand how something works, we tend to do one of two things. Either we overtrust it or we dismiss it entirely. Both are mistakes. So let's clear this up properly. Not with hype, not with fear, but with a mental model that actually makes sense. Most people imagine AI as a giant digital library. The idea seems simple. AI memorizes everything on the internet. It's like having a buddy who knows everything. You just ask, and bam, the perfect answer pops up right away. Memorize. Look up. Answer. It seems super simple, right? But honestly, that model can be really misleading because when AI doesn't behave like a database, when it hallucinates, contradicts itself, or confidently makes things up, we get confused. You know, we often think there's something off about it, right? But honestly, the real issue isn't with the AI itself. It's all about the way we're thinking about it. Here's the truth. AI doesn't retrieve information. It synthesizes patterns. It's not learning facts the way humans do. It's learning relationships, how things tend to appear together. Once you understand that difference, a lot of AI's strange behavior stops being strange. To really get this, we need a better analogy. Think about how a toddler learns a new word, like bike. You don't sit them down and read a dictionary definition. You don't explain mechanics, physics, or engineering. That wouldn't work. Instead, you show them examples. You point at one and say, bike. You see one in a picture book, bike. You see a kid riding past, bike. You keep trying, right? And then, suddenly, it just clicks. How cool is that? The kid stops thinking about specific bikes. It's like they get the whole vibe of biking. They've identified the underlying pattern, a loose collection of features like two wheels, handlebars, pedals that together define what counts as a bike. They didn't memorize definitions. They extracted a pattern. This is almost exactly how modern AI learns. AI models are fed enormous numbers of examples, text, images, sounds on a scale no human could ever experience. And instead of storing those examples, the system looks for patterns within them. Over time, the raw data becomes less important. What matters is the structure that emerges from it. That structure becomes the model. Here's the crucial part. Once the structure is learned, the original data is discarded. What remains isn't a library of examples. It's a web of relationships. Technically, this process is called compression, but don't think zip files. Think pattern extraction. The model boils massive amounts of information down into internal rules about how things tend to relate to each other, and those rules aren't facts, they're probabilities. AI doesn't know that the sky is blue. What it's learned is that the words sky and blue appear together so frequently that when you ask about the color of the sky, the most probable next word is blue. That's it. AI doesn't recall knowledge. It predicts what comes next. This is why it can sound confident even when it's wrong. This is why AI can feel like it's thinking. It's not. It's an extremely sophisticated pattern-matching system that has seen more examples than any single human ever could, not in one lifetime, but in thousands. What feels like reasoning is really advanced prediction, and that distinction matters. So let's reframe our understanding. AI isn't a library of information, it's a library of relationships. It doesn't know what a dog is, but it knows the statistical pattern of a dog's bark. It doesn't understand love, but it knows which words tend to appear together in poems, songs, and stories about it. This is what makes AI both incredibly powerful and fundamentally limited. It's exceptional at prediction, synthesis, and pattern discovery, but it doesn't understand meaning. It doesn't have intent, and it doesn't know when it's wrong. Once you understand this, you stop expecting the wrong things from AI, and you start using it properly. In the next video, we'll look at where this model breaks down, why hallucinations happen, and what that means for you in practice. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one on the AI Blueprint.